Let's talk about one of your other passes. They come out in a press with like 4 minutes left, and you just kind of spot it and find Giannis. Just what did you see on that play?
Just most of their guys up, not having a count about who was behind them. Once I see Giannis has an advantage with a 2-on-1 situation, or any type of advantage, try to give him the ball, especially going downhill, and trust him. He made a right, easy play to Brook for the lob or to the dunk. Yeah.
It looked like, well, you did check in for the final couple minutes, and I think if you would have finished it out, it would have been 25, which would have been a season high. Like, how do you feel? And I know it didn't work out that way, but like, what does that mean, I guess, in this next step of you just, you know what I mean, getting back to it?
No, it's that, I'm staying with the plan. The plan's been working great. I've been feeling great overall. So, some nights I'm going to play more minutes than not. Some nights I'm going to play less minutes, but that doesn't mean that's me having a setback. That's just, what the game plan is from what they're telling me. The people in the training room and, the coaches are telling me to go in and out. So, yeah.
But Griff also said, he's like, some of this was part of the in-season tournaments, right? The starters kind of went back out. He's like, it was like the topic of conversation. I don't know how often that's happened for you all with starters, like trying to add points late in the game. Was that an interesting conversation to be a part of in terms of just?
No, trying to think of how I should put it. We are aware of the point system with group play and in-season tournaments. That's an important thing for us also. But that's going back in the game. I think that's just to make sure the game is going to be finished. I've seen in my many years where teams let their guard down with 4 or 5 minutes left with a big lead, and next thing you know, it's a ball game. So I think that's what more of it was than anything.
Speaking of the plan and how many minutes you're going to play, have you been told that the plan is you're going to sit out tomorrow?
I'll let those guys tell you what I'm going to do. I think that's what's worked for me best in the past, so I'll keep it that way.
You played on a lot of really successful teams here with the Bucks. Where does this team rank when you talk about the depth that you guys have?
It's growing. You can see everybody, the pieces are starting to come together. We know we still have a long way to go, a lot of things to work on, but I think over the last week we've taken a big step of learning each other, figuring out the style we want to play, and figuring out who we are as a team.
What would you say?
Talking to Dame a little bit about, they run a zone and Dame sees it and it's like, all right, well, I can get myself a shot over here. What is it like to have another, intelligent player that can read the floor, like Giannis, like you, to, get everyone organized and see that?
It's great. It makes our team better, but, it also makes life on us easier, where, we don't have to force stuff or figure out how to keep creative stuff. We can go to different guys, a different player with a caliber like him that we can trust that can hit it from half court and can go all the way to the rim and dunk it. So it's been great getting to know him, getting to learn his style and what he sees on the floor. It's just another huge piece that we're going to need.
Everybody talks about Giannis Dame, and here you are there. Where do you feel like your chemistry is at with Dame, and what have you learned most about working alongside him?
Just trying to understand the way he sees the game and the way he thinks the game. He's a guy to play off of. He's a high-scoring point guard, but a guy that can make the right play, and that's something that it's hard to do when you're such a great scorer, to have the balance to make the right play or to get yourself going every time. So playing alongside with him has been great so far.
We were talking to Dame and Malik about playing with Brook, right? This is their first year getting to do it. You've done it for a while, but, I don't know if we see a lot of dudes like Mark Williams, 7-footer, young legs. Like, what do you think of, Brook's work tonight to kind of do all of that?
He's been doing this for years since he's been here. I hate saying I'm used to it because he's so great at what he does. But I think young players don't realize how big and how good he is up until they play against him like tonight. A guy that is not going to give anything easy at the rim. 2 guys tried to dunk on him tonight, didn't come close. So we love that he's always protecting the rim and being the voice in the back for us. And like I keep saying, we're going to need him. For us to be great on the defensive side and on the offensive side, we're going to need him to keep doing what he's doing.